Okay, welcome back. It's the weekend, so we can get a few little updates to you guys. It's been pretty quiet this week because I've been very busy at work. We've had a few storms come through and just getting stuck back with overtime and things like that. So got in this morning, gave it a good little clean, just went through, checked out all the birds and things like that, and went through all the breeding boxes and whatnot. Just a bit of a look, bit of a clean, and we'll go through together and do a bit of an update because breeding is started and it's generally a pretty busy time of the year. There's our little special hen. She's a character. I've been trying to pair her up with the Tiger Grizzle cock, but it's just not working because she just really still thinks that we're paired up. So yeah, I really got to just keep trying. I'm sure when he's ready, she'll be ready. She's definitely keen to breed. You can really tell in her behaviour that she's a little character. But she's getting pretty ready to breed. So definitely, I think she's the best bet for the Tiger Grizzle. Nice little bit of Hermans and Vanderbilt cross into them and just see how they go. Hey, she's a character. Everyone else is doing pretty well. We do have one of the 10k races next week that I'm pretty sure that will enter. So we might get the birds out for a couple of tosses. They're all looking pretty happy. This is one of our 10k birds here. He's turned into a cock. I think he's trying to pair up to this hen here, so that's interesting. Bit of motivation maybe. So maybe we might try and put him in a box, who knows. But he will be one of the ones going on the race. If you do remember, this one was the one that I almost was going to put down out of the 10k birds. He come back with a massive ripped up chest and everything. Oh yeah, these two are definitely paired up, so that's good. We might get them in a box. That's interesting. So yeah, if this guy comes through and places for us, I'll be pretty happy because, like I said, he wasn't eating. He couldn't eat anything. He had holes in his chest and everything. I'll try and find the video later on because if you've been watching it, you will notice there was one that got hammered pretty hard, and I was, yeah, pretty crazy, that one. So we'll keep an eye on it anyway. And we've got a few birds in here. This little hen's back over in here. I just don't have enough cocks at the moment. So we'll just have to wait and see. I'm considering using this cock, pairing up. One of the inbred sons to Leo. He's doing pretty well. He would have been a clock bird. He was one of the 3 that were on the drop, and he's been right out to 400, and he's consistent on every one, so it's pretty good to see. We do have this other little hen here that would like to do something. She's one of the yellow team, so she's related to all the other sisters we've been starting to pair up. And we've got one more hen in here somewhere. No, cockbird, where's he go? But who knows, there's just so many of them in here. Oh, there he is down there. This is probably he's one of the inbred sons, Leo, as well, that I bred for stock. I'm thinking he's pretty ready to pair up, so we might try and get him in a box later on today. He is pretty much a spitting image of Leo, just a younger version of him. So he was bred to replace Leo because Leo's about 7 or 8 years old now. He's still got plenty of life left in him, but when it sort of gets to that point, I like to have a bit of a replacement, I think, so, or a backup plan, not a replacement. So if something ever happens to him, we've got a bit of a backup. So that's what he was for. We may do another one of those later on this year. We've got 2 hens in here. One of the hens, actually there's 2 hens and the Veenstra cock. I've just got him sitting over here at the moment because I've got some birds in the other section out free roaming. But these 2 hens, not really sure what I'm doing with them at the moment, so they're just chilling in here. We'll probably may move those 2 on. I've been talking about it for a while, but I've got to get through some bit of serious culling at the moment, so that's what we're doing. But they've got the Veenstra cock in here. I have tried to pair him up this week, actually. Put him in the box with a hen, but he's just got a super aggressive wing slap on him. And he's been really hammering those little hens I've been trying to pair him up with. So I'll just keep trying that until he's ready. He's still probably settling in. His sister is pretty good, or sister, auntie, whatever she is. We'll have a bit of a look in here. You'll notice, like I said before, I've started to let some of the pairs out just for a couple of hours, rotating them around. And you'll see that we've got 83 here and the best hen. Looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this pair. It's definitely my favourite pair out of the bunch. So we'll see how they go. She's very close to laying. You can just see in the back end of her that she's looking a bit puffy and a bit droopy, and you see her tail sort of popped up a bit. She's not, I would probably say today or tomorrow. I would really love to see little bit of egg action this weekend. But just sort of opening up these boxes, getting them used to where they need to be, so we don't really have too many issues when we start getting some eggs, because if I lose some eggs from these, I'll be devastated again, which I don't really want. But they're looking really good. They're very happy, friendly. See if we can get her in there. She's usually pretty happy when she goes back in. She's still trying to find a way, but she's a good little gal. But this will be the first time they're paired together, so it's going to be very interesting to see how 83, our little superstar, does with a hen that I've purposely brought for him. We've got these two doing well in here. This hen, not too far off laying eggs as well. She'll be, I would say she's pretty close, to be honest. She's hanging around the nest. She's a beautiful looking hen, this one. She's bred a few good little babies this year too, so, oh, he's getting lonely. And then we've got 83's brother in here, and we've paired him up with the Veenstra hen that we've got, so pure Peter Veenstra. So it'll be interesting to see how they go. Very similar birds, these two, so it'll be interesting to see the little babies that come out. She's finally both got along really well, so that's good. They want to go back in their box. So I'm definitely pretty happy this year. Like last year, we sort of just put whatever pairs we could together to, you know, just to build the numbers up. But this year we kind of got a bit more selection. We got some far better birds. So it's going to be interesting to see how we go with all them. And then I've got one of that cock's down off Leo, but to pair to a different hen. So that one there is pretty much, I'd say 90% Leo Hermans paired into one of the inbred daughters to Storm. So it's going to be interesting combination, but it's going to be good to see how these ones produce. I'm pretty excited about that pair. I just thought I'd try it, just because the hen, his mother's a little bit different, so I thought, well, we'll just mix them together. And then we've got little Storm in here. She's paired up with the big boy. Let's open this up so we can have a better look. Whoop. Scaring us a little bit. Just getting pretty excited. This is going to be an interesting pair anyway, because we've got little Storm. She's got a few babies still in the race team that are still that made it through pretty well. She's raced herself, but we're pairing her to a pure Vanderbilt cockbird. Like I've mentioned before, half gold dust, half Harwa, so it'll be interesting to see how he goes. He is the father to that little special hen we've seen before. We raced her 3 times, clocked her 3 times, 2 times. She done pretty well. One time she was a little bit slow, but it'll be interesting to see. I want to get a little bit of a interesting mix in these two. So we'll just, got a lot of interesting pairs this year. I'm pretty excited. This is the favourite time of year for me. And I'll make sure I shut this door back up because I'm letting it open so all these pairs can come out to the sun, all that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm trying to do. And let's go into here. We've got a few pairs going on. Leo and Storm not far from laying again. They are going to raise the babies themselves this time, which would be good. So we'll go down. We've got them sitting on one of Leon Storm's babies. A little bit feisty, this one. So he's pretty aggressive, even towards his mum. But yeah, so we'll most likely split this pair up. So probably another 3 box anyway, unless I want to do some splits, but I'm not really interested at the moment. I'm just umming and ahhing about it. I don't know if I want to continue on with the Barless thing. I do want to go on with the Tiger Grizzles because it's just such an easier project. These guys are probably going to jump out and go crazy. We've had some good news anyway. Our Tiger Grizzle hen, she's laid 2 more eggs, so that's really good. These little guys are pretty aggressive as well. So these are going to raise those 2 eggs themselves. We're going to start breeding some Tiger Grizzles, which is what we wanted. So we'll just have to wait and see how they turn out. Hopefully we get, fingers crossed, we get at least one Tiger Grizzle in there. That will be fantastic. And then we've got this super little crazy thing over here, which is one of the babies they fostered, which is a Vanderbilt, and he's pretty close. You can see he's nearly feathered up to coming out of there, so he'll probably come out this weekend. I'll set up a little weaning spot for them. But, he's pretty aggressive, this little guy. Look at him. Yeah, he's pretty funny. Cool. And then we'll have a look at these two. Pretty flighty, this cockbird, so we'll get him out of the way. These two are raised by their own parents. You've got a little bit of a feather on there, we'll get that off. So we've got Amelie, it's probably going to be the hen, and then we've got this nice little checker, which these two here are full brother and sister to that one. Just this pair fostered that one, so we're not going to do too much fostering now. We're just going to get some numbers out, and we've got these two guys, which is pretty cool. And I may split the parents of these up as well, because where'd he go? He's crazy, this cockbird. But I do have one of his, gosh, serious fighting going on now. I do have a daughter of his that's quite nice, a Amelie hen, that I'm considering putting back with him. So that will be interesting. It's half him and half Leon Storm, so I'm considering putting that back to him. So we'll see how we go, but that is the update for now. I will catch you guys in the next video. I'll try and get a few more up. You're in the long box, mate, get out of there. So yeah, stay tuned.